We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. But here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Touchdown 49ers. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a second down and 6.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jacob Harris
from 19 yards away.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house.
And partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Lands with a tap forward on a jet sweep.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners have moved out in front.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And some room to roam now.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To the right side and complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Here's Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
On the counter, this is Akers. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Going right back to Akers.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Stafford on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And Gay knocks this one through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that will be...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara, and then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay, ready? Ball red.
Again, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down is Lance. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And they'll go for it. Lance eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Aaron Donald with a sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun. Lance. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. He finds Kittle going across the field.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Forced out to his left.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Barkley inside handoff. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Here we go. Watch out. Hey, green. Flag blue.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Steal. Just steal. You're blue.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz
from 6 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
To throw is Stafford.
throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So following the failed try on fourth down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Strike 60.
In his own end zone, it's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On the double.
Lance now on first down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, Lance. Ball red.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And his throw is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hey, go Fury.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long.
And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Flag 2. Go.
Here's Lance.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Play action. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 4th down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for L.A.,
They're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.